Hello there, YouTube. So, you caught me lying in bed. Now, I don't normally lie in bed in the middle of the day, like I am right now. That's a lie, actually, I do. I lie in bed in the middle of the day because I have a problem with my leg. Well, both legs, actually. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and I also have arthritis in my knees. And what this means is that when I tackle the stairs, when I come up to use the toilet, or if I go to feed the cat, I often find that my knees are so painful I can't make it back down the stairs again. Honestly, I'm probably going to be in a wheelchair by this time next year on a permanent basis. I've used a wheelchair on and off for a few years, though I've never actually owned my own wheelchair. They're expensive. They're extremely expensive. But anyway, I thought I'd make this video because I want to discuss a few things. It is the last day of September. So, I was having a little think about what I'm doing with the last few months of the year. Now, I'm going to be having a buddy read happen for October, where we're reading Something Wicked This Way Comes and The Phantom of the Opera. And that, I think, is going to be an interesting couple of books to read. On top of that, last month, so that will be August, not September, I read Rebecca. Now, the interesting thing about all of these books is I own all three of these as Folio Society books. So I'm going to go through these, and I'm going to make videos on each of them, where I go through the book, where I show off the book itself, and do like a product review, so that you can see what the Folio Society editions are like. And I'm also going to discuss the storyline. I'm going to discuss the text itself, actually what I thought of the story, what I thought of the prose, the narrative, in all of its various different details. And we'll have a traditional booktube kind of thing going on there. That's my plan for the next month anyway. I think it'll be fun. We'll get to talk about some books for a change. So we've not been doing that much recently. But other than that, I have other channels. I don't really post on any of these channels at the moment. I kind of want to get back into the habit of posting. So I was really getting into the PlayStation over September. Now, I played Astro Bot. Fantastic game, by the way, Astro Bot. And I've already got the Platinum Trophy. Really enjoyed it. It is my 28th Platinum Trophy. And it got me thinking. I have 28 Platinum Trophies, but I had a look through. And my Platinum Trophies are almost exclusively fairly easy platformers, or the obvious ones, like the Horizon games, like Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West, Spider-Man, Infamous Second Son. The games that almost everyone has, because they're good games and they're fairly easy. And I thought, okay, there's a lot more games I want to get Platinum Trophies for. And I really want to increase the number of Platinum Trophies I'm getting, because I feel like, I'm supposed to be a gamer. I'm supposed to be a good old school gamer. And whilst amongst my friends who have less than 5 Platinums each, and some of them have 0, I'm the guy who actually finishes his games and actually gets 100%. Amongst the gaming community as a whole, I'm not even close to being a big completionist kind of guy, and I'd like to change that a bit. I'd like to go in and finish a lot of the games that I've started. I'd like to try and get some really big heavy hitters under my belt as well. So my aim is simple. Before the end of 2024. So that's 92 days. I want to have got my 50th Platinum. So that's going to be interesting. That's 22 Platinum Trophies in 92 days. That's just over 4 days per Platinum. Now that's quite doable. There's a lot of games out there that you can do in a few hours. The thing is, I'm also going to be imposing quite a few strict rules on this. First of all, none of these shoddy shovelware games. None of these games so you can get a Platinum Trophy in 10 minutes. I don't buy those games. I don't endorse those games. I don't like those games. And I'm not going to be playing them. I'm only going to be including games that I would actually play, I would actually want to have on my profile. So if the game is a game that you would only play just for a platinum trophy, I'm not getting it. Additionally, no stupid kids games. There's not going to be a Bluey game or a My Little Pony game or Paw Patrol or anything like that showing up on this. Like, this is not going to be getting platinum trophies for the sake of platinum trophies. There will, however, be games that people might go, oh, you said you wouldn't do, shovelware kids games. If I don't consider it a shovelware kids game, that's fine. Like, I played Rango on PS3 because I enjoy 3D platformers and I like Pixar-style films. I thought it was a good game. I enjoyed it. Games, for example, like the Toy Story games, I would count those as perfectly reasonable because I like 3D platformers. I enjoy those kinds of games. I already have the Platinum Trophy for Scrat's Nutty Adventure, the Ice Age game. I thought it was a fun game. I really enjoyed it. Like, I like those games. So they count as perfectly fine games. I know a lot of people think, oh, they're 10-hour platinums, they're fairly easy platformers, and they're targeting children. Yes, they are all of those things. They count. The thing is, I already have a lot of them. So, well, I've already got a lot of them. I can't get them again. Another rule, I will not be auto-popping trophies. So if I've already got the PS4 Platinum, I'm not going to be loading my save file into the PS5 to get the same one again. Likewise, if it goes backwards or if I can load it on the Vita, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be popping trophies that I haven't actually earned. I'm also not going to be playing Lego games. I'm not going to be playing Telltale games. I'm not going to be playing adventure games, basically. Adventure games, so that's point-and-click adventure games, like cinematic drama games, things along those lines. The old-style point-and-clicks, even if they've gone beyond point-and-click, they're still basically the same game, even if they're now games where you can move around in 3D, they're basically the same thing. No walking simulators, because they barely count as games, frankly. Now, I have a couple of those already. Like, I have Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm. I don't necessarily hate those games, and if I wanted to play one of those games, they would count. But I'm not going to be outwardly seeking them, and I know that there's dozens of them on the PlayStation Network. I'm also not going to be buying new games just for the sake of getting a Platinum Trophy. I will, however, be playing 2D platformers, because I love platformers, and there may be a couple in there that you can complete in like 3 hours. I will not be getting any Platinum Trophies for a 2D platformer if the 2D platformer does not require you to actually complete the game. If it's one of those ones where you can get like 11 gold trophies and a platinum by completing level 2, and it's actually 30 levels long, that's not gonna count. I've got a few of those on my profile, and every time I get to them, I play through, I realise as I pop gold, and I go, this is a trophy hunter game. I immediately uninstall it, because they sour the game for me. Because those games, when I see them on someone's profile, I go, you bought it only to get a platinum. And I don't want that on my game, on my profile. I don't want those games there. A good example is Jack and Jill DX. I have all but one of the gold trophies on that game, and I specifically didn't get the last gold trophy because you get all the trophies by playing through like 3 levels, and they're 30-second long levels. And the last trophy is to go into the shop and buy something. And I specifically didn't do it because I don't want that platinum. I don't want it. It's a sad platinum that you only get if you're just trying to make your platinum score go up. I don't want them. What I want is I want to be able to enjoy my games. I want to get trophies for games I really enjoy. But I've got a lot of games out there that I've played, I've half played, and I could play games that I really enjoy and finish them in 4 days quite comfortably. There's games that are 10 hours long, 15 hours long. I've got enough time in 4 days that I could put 4 hours a day into a game that I could finish. Or hell, I could play a 2D platformer that only takes 5 hours on one day, and then that gives me a week effectively to play another game. Like, I can definitely, space these out, and there's a couple of games. One of them that I'm hoping to finish in the next couple of days, in fact, is Hollow Knight. I'm only 3 trophies away from finishing it. All I need to do is do the Mr. Mushroom side quest, beat Nightmare King Grim, and then finish the game. And I've already done the Pantheon. I've literally done Pantheon 5. I had this zen moment where I beat the Pantheon. I was practicing it over and over again, and I went in, I played it, I played it 3 times, and I was like, I'm just going to practice it. I'm not planning to finish it today. I'm just planning to play it today, to practice it. I played it, I died. Played it again, I died. Played it the 3rd time, and I just kept getting further. And I just beat it that in that one go. I was like, I've won. I wasn't expecting to. I hadn't even beaten Nightmare King Grim in the main game. I'd only faced Nightmare King Grim in the Pantheons. So that was weird. But yeah, it was fun. It was nice to actually get that done, because I honestly thought I'd never beat that. I thought that the Hollow Knight Platinum might be genuinely beyond me. But I've got the one trophy that I thought I might never be able to get. So I've been saving those last 3 trophies, knowing that I can go back and do them pretty much whenever I want. And I've got a platinum waiting for me, because I wanted to do it on a nice round number, so I intend that to be my 30th platinum. So that's Hollow Knight already ready to go. But I've got a few others where I'm about halfway through. Games where I've done a lot of the gameplay, and I could just do a little bit more. Like, I could play The Last of Us Remastered. I have all of the online trophies, and I've played through it once already in the single player. I just need to do the hard mode playthrough. And the game is only about 15 hours long. So I could probably play that and get a platinum in that in a long weekend. So that's another one that I could probably pull off. Those are the kind of games I want to be able to do. Games that I actually love, but I never got round to finishing, never got round to actually getting the platinum trophy for. That's what I want to do. So my aim is at the beginning of New Year's Day 2025, I want to be at 50 platinum trophies. I'm currently at 28. It's a nice little challenge for me to push myself to. It'll be fun, I think. But obviously, I don't have all the time in the world. I'm not just going to be playing PlayStation games and reading books all the time. I've got other stuff I'm doing as well. And one of the big things I'm doing, as you probably know, if you're following this channel, is I'm writing Sovereign Steel, my tabletop RPG. And that has been interesting. I'm going to put up a new video on my tabletop channel in the next 24 hours. I'm going to record it when I head downstairs. I'm going to set up the camera and record at some point today or tomorrow, I think. Depends on how I'm feeling, how I've managed to set everything up, and whether I've got enough free time to set it up before my game tonight. Because I'm running a game tonight because it's Monday. But yeah, I am writing a tabletop RPG, and I posted a video a while ago, describing an all skill check D20 system, and then I posted another video about whether or not charisma was overpowered, which I put up on my tabletop channel, which basically no one's seen because I've never even mentioned that channel. I think it's got 8 views on the video, and it's been up 6 months. So it tells you that no one's ever found the channel. But it's only got a single video on it, so I'm not bloody surprised. But I'll post something new up there, because, again, the video is out of date. The skills have changed, and the system has changed. and a lot of the background on lore has changed. And I kind of want to make more and more videos just describing how the lore is changing for the setting, how the system has changed, what the skill checks are going to be for everything. I think it's going to be fascinating to go over and get everyone's opinion of it and see what people feel about it, because I think when people get a chance to play it and get a chance to look at it, they'll see that what I've tried to do is build a skill list that is able to do the kind of things that D&D does with its static skill list, where you've got these things that you want to be able to do. You roll this specific skill, done. But I also wanted the open-endedness of something like GURPS or Shadowrun, where they effectively have so many skills that almost everything has its own skill. But I didn't want you to need to have a different skill for literally everything. I didn't want you to need a sword skill and an axe skill and a mace skill just to be able to swing a weapon around. I didn't want you to need different skills for every single possible tool that you could ever possibly need to use. I've tried to bring it down, make it a little bit more reasonable. So that's something I want to discuss. I'm going to try and make sure there's videos about these up within the next 24 hours in all areas. So that's my plan. Let me know what you think. And if you are interested, I'm going to be linking all of these channels down below, by the way. What I may do, in fact, is I may post this video after I've posted videos on the other channels. So while I'm recording this the last day of September, I might end up posting this on the first day of October when I've already recorded videos for the other channels. So that there can be something I can link to send you to each of the channels and discussing video games, books, role-playing, etc. And that way they can all be interconnected. So if you check down below in the description, there'll be links to those videos, and you'll be able to see how I'm getting on with with the buddy reading and the platinum trophy hunting, and with building the RPG, and hopefully you'll be able to stick around with all of those. There'll be some crossover with some of this, by the way. The tabletop RPG, I'm going to be doing character builds, where the idea is I'm going to take like pop culture characters from video games and fantasy novels and things like that, TV shows, and I'm going to try and build them in my system. So we'll be able to see whether or not my system is robust enough that you could build, say, Darth Vader. Or maybe you want to try and build Wolverine. Actually, Wolverine probably wouldn't work because Wolverine is basically immortal with the sheer amount of healing he's got. Healing is actually one of the one things in my system that you can't reasonably do, for good reason, for game balance reasons. But you can probably do most of the other X-Men. You could certainly do other superheroes. You could certainly do like Batman and things like that. You could do Iron Man. You could do it'd need to be a medieval Iron Man, but you could do a medieval Iron Man. Just enchant a suit of full plate, give it the ability to fly, magic missiles out of the hands. That you could do that. You could definitely do that quite comfortably. Hell, you could do that in D&D. So those are things I want to be able to do, and I want to try and tie it all in together. So I want to try and make it so that some of the games I'm playing may tie into some of the characters I build in the tabletop channel, or same with some of the books. So if I'm reading a book and there's an interesting character, I might try and make that character in a tabletop video, just to bring everything in together. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna try and get up and head downstairs, because I've been lying here trying to rest my knee since I came up to use the toilet, and I've been in bed now for the last hour, and I want to head back downstairs. At the very least, I need to head downstairs because I might get a delivery, or the guys might start showing up for the game tonight, and I need to be downstairs to let them in. So I'll see you guys next time. Until then, thanks for watching, and talk to you later. Bye.